Hi, you guys. It's Yaz, and today I'm going to talk about 3 ways a narcissist plants doubt in you. And this is one of the ways that narcissists damage people after being in a narcissistic abuse relationship is that they damage people's mental states. So, 3 ways that they plant doubt in you. Let me start with the first one. The first one, all narcissists try to do, in a sense, after the relationship's over, they'll make you feel like you're the problem, you did something wrong, the relationship failed because of you. So what happens to narcissistic abuse survivors? What happens to them is that after being in a relationship with a narcissist, they sit there and they doubt themselves and think that they did something wrong in the relationship. Because what the narcissist does is constantly blame shift. Whenever something goes wrong, it's your fault. And when you're constantly being told that it's your fault, after a while, you're going to sit there and you're going to start to second guess yourself and say, well, maybe I did something wrong. Maybe I was, too demanding. Maybe I, tried to have them take accountability too many times, okay? And a common phrase that narcissists say after a relationship didn't work out is they say, you didn't try in the relationship, or you didn't put in the work, okay? Which couldn't be further from the truth. If you broke up with someone, you broke up with them for a reason. Remember that. You got to a point of no return. Now, the other ways that narcissists plant doubt in you is that they question your mental state. And this is classic covert narcissist. They'll call you crazy. They'll say you don't remember something right. They'll say it didn't happen. They'll blatantly lie to you to make you sit there and say, well, maybe I didn't see that. Maybe that isn't the truth. Okay? Because you say to yourself, well, they couldn't be lying to me, right? Because what narcissists do is they gaslight you. And the way that they gaslight you, they'll sit there and blatantly lie to you, look you in the eye, and make you think, well, maybe they're telling me the truth, okay? This is all part of their game to confuse you, to gaslight you. This is why you got to educate yourself on gaslighting and be able to recognize it. But one of the things they do, you guys, to plant that doubt in you is to make you think that there's something wrong with you. They may even say, oh, you're bipolar. They may say things to you like, you don't know what you're doing. You're crazy. It's all in your mind. Okay. And you start to sit there and say, well, maybe I am the problem. Some people actually go to therapy afterwards thinking that they're the problem when they're not the problem. It's just that the narcissist mind fucked you into thinking that you're the problem. This is why I tell you guys, you have to be focused in the facts, focused in the truth. Don't doubt yourself. Don't doubt your gut. This is the biggest mistake people make, is sitting there and saying, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm feeling this way. Maybe I am very sensitive. This is one of the ways they plant doubt in you. They tell you you're sensitive. They tell you you don't have trust issues. And especially if you've been cheated on in the past in prior relationships, or you've had bad relationships, they'll bring up your past relationships and say, oh, you're like this because your ex hurt you. No, if you're feeling like this, it's because the narcissist that you're with is making you feel that way, okay? When you're in a healthy relationship, that person wants to make you feel safe. They want to make you feel secure. They don't want you to doubt in the relationship. That's one of the big red flags that you could be dealing with a narcissist, is that they don't make you feel safe. They make you feel safe in the beginning, okay, because they give you constant attention. They love bomb you. They tell you how much they care about you, how they'll never leave you, how, they'll love you unconditionally. And it was all BS just to get you. Once they get you, they switch up. They change because it wasn't authentic, okay? But 3 ways that narcissists plant that doubt is, number 1, they make you feel like you're the problem in the relationship, okay? Number 2, they question your mental state. So now you're thinking you have mental issues, okay? the other way that they cause that doubt in you is they use triangulation by saying things like, well, you don't get along with anyone, or I see why people aren't around you, or you don't have friends, or they bring up an incident that you had with somebody, okay? Maybe you opened up, you told the narcissist where you had an argument with somebody, maybe in your family, maybe an ex, maybe a friend, and what are they going to do? They're going to say, well, you don't get along with anybody. And what does this do? This makes them strengthen their argument by saying, well, it's not me. You can't get along with these other people. So what are you going to do? You're going to doubt yourself, and you're going to say to yourself, maybe I am the problem, okay? Because I had an argument with somebody else. Now I'm having an argument with the narcissist. But the fact is, just because you had a problem with someone else, maybe that's because that person didn't take accountability too. Maybe that person was narcissistic and toxic too. So it doesn't matter if they bring up other people. The bottom line is, they're trying to strengthen their argument by bringing up other incidences or bringing up other people. Or they're liable to say, well, even your brother thinks you're crazy. Or even, this is why, your aunt doesn't talk to you or something like that. And this is going to plant the doubt within yourself to think that there's something wrong with you, okay? When there are two separate incidences, maybe your aunt is an asshole and that's why you don't talk to her. Not that you did anything wrong and you're picking on people, because there's multiple people in this world that you could have a problem with. It doesn't necessarily mean that you are the problem, okay? Each incident is separate. So don't ever this is classic covert narcissistic tactic, is to triangulate and bring up other problems that you've had with other people to try to justify their argument into making you feel that you are the problem, okay? Now, if you had a problem with other people, you got to think back on those problems, what they were with those other people. And if they were justified, maybe you were trying to make them take accountability and they didn't want to do it either, then you know what? You're just around a lot of toxic people, okay? And it happens in this world because there's a lot of people out there that don't want to take accountability. There's a lot of insecure people that, in this world, everybody is in a competition. Not everybody, but a lot of people are in competition. A lot of people feel inferior, so they don't want to take that accountability. So it's not necessarily you. It could just be the people that you are around, okay? But the point in all this is that the narcissist is going to try to strengthen their argument by using triangulation to make you think that you are the problem just because you had an incident maybe with your boss, somebody in your family, a friend. Now all of a sudden you're the problem, okay? Because you had a problem with somebody else about a totally different issue that has nothing to do with your issue with the narcissist. But this is what they like to do. Their power is in numbers. That's why they always love to triangulate and bring other people into strengthening their argument. Another thing they love to do, you guys, is they love to say, we think, you're very sensitive. We think, you're insecure. They love to use the pronoun we so that it's not just them attacking you where you can come back at them and say, they're picking on you. So they love to bring in other people to make it seem like, it's the majority vote here, okay? But again, what do I always tell you? You've got to stay in the facts, okay? If what you're bringing up to the narcissist is they're doing something blatantly wrong and they don't want to take accountability and they try to use all these tactics, you got to say, not today, Satan. I see what you're doing. You're trying to deflect and not take accountability. It's also a form of deflection. This is what narcissists love to do as well. They like to deflect the blame off them, okay? So narcissists plant doubt in you. And what is all of this going to do? This is going to break your self-esteem. This is going to make you doubt yourself. This is going to give you anxiety. This is going to give you depression. This may have you going to therapy. This may cause some people to be suicidal because the narcissist has broken them down to make them think that they are the problem. If you're speaking the truth, if you're doing the right thing, if you're transparent, if you're not lying, cheating, stealing, gaslighting, then guess what? 9 times out of 10, it's not you. It's that toxic person that you're dealing with trying to brainwash you into thinking it's you to deflect all the shame from themselves onto you, okay? And again, this happens all the time when people break up with somebody. The narcissist is going to say, you're the problem. You're the problem. I'm so glad to get rid of you. Then the narcissist jumps into another relationship and they're like, look at me. I'm in a new relationship. See, you're the problem, not me. You're the problem. Okay? So they always want to, this is another reason why they jump into relationships, is they want to give off that appearance that, number one, they're in demand. People want them. Look, they got taken so fast because they're such a great commodity that everybody wants. And to make you feel like, you were the problem. So you guys, you got to understand something. Sometimes you need to write it down on a piece of paper. Exactly. You got to stay focused with these people. You got to write down on a piece of paper exactly what went down, how you handled it, what you said to the narcissist, what was their comeback, what did they say to you? And you have to say to yourself, nah, this is gaslighting. This is to confuse me. They just don't want to take accountability, okay? So these are the things that they do. This is how they destroy you, because narcissists are very jealous and envious, and they want to break down your self-esteem. They want to destroy you so that, you're going to always think that it's you were the problem, okay? This is why people bounce back to narcissists too, because they sit there. What happens is they break up with the narcissist. A little time goes by. Sometimes narcissists give you a little time. Either you discard them or they discard you, and like a couple months go down the line or something like that, and they come back and try you. But they're going to want you to think that you were the problem. And then when they come back, they'll say something. And how do I know this? Because this happened to me. He came back and he said to me, you never gave the relationship a chance. When in fact, the relationship was toxic. When in fact, I caught him in lies. Okay? So it's not that I didn't give the relationship a chance. The fact was, you were shady. You were messy, and you tried to get over on me, and I called you out on it, okay? And it ended off bad, but now what does the narcissist do? They give it a little time. They come back. Maybe they're not doing good, so now they're going to hit you up. They come back and they say, you never gave the relationship a chance. So if you're not focused, you're going to sit there and say, well, maybe I didn't give the relationship a chance. No, you broke up for a reason. Always remember this, because one time years ago, I thought about it, and I was going to, contact somebody who I was in a relationship with, and one of my guy friends said, don't do it. Your ex is your ex for a reason. Remember that, okay? And I thought about that, and I said, you know what? He's so right. If you broke up, there was a reason you broke up. And if you end up getting back together with this person, they may be good for a little while, but narcissists always revert back to their old ways. That's their character. So no, not today, Satan, okay? So you guys understand this. Recognize that gaslighting. I can't say this enough. Once you can recognize a gaslighter, you can recognize a toxic person. When they start that nonsense, like, you're crazy. Also, the other thing is when somebody calls you crazy, right then and there, you got them, okay? They're calling you crazy because they can't say anything else. You got their back against the wall. You're calling them out on the truth. So what are they going to do? They're going to just call you crazy to discredit anything that comes out of your mouth, all right? But no. You don't play with people like that. You disengage with people like that because they're not owning when they're wrong, okay? So let me recap here. How do narcissists plant doubt in you? They try to make you think that you're the problem in the relationship. They question your mental state by gaslighting you, okay? They try to confuse you and make you think that you're doing something wrong. Whatever the narcissist is doing wrong, they're going to say you're the one doing it, okay? This happens all the time. Narcissists, in other words, let's say you accuse them of cheating. They're going to say you're the cheater. So you guys, I got to run. I'm getting interrupted, but let me just, say again, the 3 ways they plant doubt is to make you feel like you were the problem in the relationship, question your mental state, gaslight you, and the third way is to triangulate and bring other people to say that other people agree with them, that you are the problem. But the narcissist's basic goal in planting doubt in you is to make you feel like you're the problem. But like I said, if you are sticking to the facts, if you're walking in the truth, if you're doing the right thing, then guess what? You're not the problem. The problem is you're dealing with a toxic person who's trying to mind fuck you into making you think that you are the problem, okay? So I hope that helps you. If it does, please subscribe to the podcast. Also, you guys, follow me on YouTube. I put everything on YouTube at the Game Exposed podcast on YouTube. My Facebook and my Instagram is the Game EXP 123. Any other pages are fake pages except for my backup Facebook page, which is the Game EXP 707. But any other pages on Facebook, Instagram, those are fake pages. My TikTok is the Game Exposed, okay? Just be careful. There's a lot of people out there that put out fake content and they're fake pages. So look in the links in the bio and you'll see what my social media pages are so you could follow for more information. And have a great day, you guys. If you guys are having a problem in your dating or relationship, or you're dealing with somebody maybe that's narcissistic, you don't know if they're a narcissist, or you're just having problems, you're in a toxic relationship, and you need some clarity on it, go to the link in the podcast description for my website where I offer email and phone coaching. If you have a quick question, just a quick question, and you want to get a video sent back to you answering your question, there's also a link there for Vizio where I will send you a personalized video answering your question. Hi, you guys, it's Yaz, and I want to tell you about my 2 books on Amazon. The first book is Regain Your Power. It's all about power and relationship. Who has the power in the relationship? And it goes into all of that, okay? The other book is Signs He's Not Into You, He's Wasting Your Time, okay? Check it out. It gives you a lot of good clues as to whether you're with somebody who's a real one or somebody who's just going to waste your time. You could read them both with Kindle's free trial membership. So check it out. Link is in the podcast description. Hi, you guys. I just want to let you know that the Game Exposed now has their merchandise available. Check out the link in the bio, and you could go check it out. There's cool hoodies, cool sweatpants, cool hats. So go to the bio for the link. And also, don't forget to follow me on Facebook at the Game EXP 123, and also on Instagram, the Game EXP 123. Okay? And have a great day.